The icy winds howl across the vast, frozen Arctic Sea.
Keep holding on.
Erik
Don't let go.
pulls his heavy nets, filled with shimmering silver fish.
Just a little further.
Suddenly, the horizon turns pitch black as a storm arrives. Giant waves
Hold on
begin to
tight.
crash against the
We're
small
not
wooden
going
boat.
down. Keep her steady.
Erik struggles at the wheel, his face pale with fear.
I've got you.
The engine sputters and dies, leaving him at sea's mercy. A rogue wave, tall as a house, rises above the ship.
We're going under.
The compass spins wildly, lost in the magnetic chaos. Impact. The boat is lifted high into the freezing air. Everything goes black as the ocean swallows the light. Erik wakes up on a silent, snow-covered shore. The silence of the Arctic desert is heavy and cold. His boat is broken, its wooden hull cracked and frozen.
Come on.
Erik tries to repair the engine with trembling
Just a little.
hands.
Oh, there. Got it.
A pungent smell of rotting fish drifts from the deck. From the thick fog, two massive shadows begin to emerge. A giant polar bear and her cub approach the vessel.
Keep back.
Erik hides in the cockpit, clutching a red flare gun.
Don't come in.
The mother bear stares at him with hauntingly intelligent eyes. She is not here to hunt him, but she is hungry. The giant bear decides not to eat Erik, but to find help. She leaves the shipwreck, carrying a strange object in her mouth. A long journey begins across the endless, frozen wasteland. Above them, the magic of the aurora borealis begins to dance. Guided by instinct, they reach a distant, isolated outpost. The cub waits as the mother approaches the front door. Gently, she drops the fisherman's hat on the doorstep. A weary police officer opens the door to investigate. He finds the hat, confused by how it arrived there. Then, he sees the missing report on his desk. The silence is broken by the roar of rescue engines. A massive icebreaker ship tears through the frozen waves. From the sky, they spot a white shadow on the ice. Guided by the bear, they find Erik's broken vessel. Erik is found, shivering and barely holding on to life. The rescue team wraps him in heavy, warm blankets. He is carried toward the waiting rescue helicopter. Before leaving, Erik looks back one last time. In the distance, the mother bear watches him go. He knows he owes his life to the giant of the north. While Erik recovers in the hospital, his boat is not forgotten. The vessel is towed thousands of miles back to the city docks. No one noticed the small shadow that slipped inside earlier. Deep in the palka, the bear cub hides among the frozen nets. Days later, Erik returns to the docks to claim his boat. The ship feels different, as if it's no longer empty. He descends into the hold to check the remaining cargo. He hears a soft, rhythmic scratching sound from the corner. The light reveals a pair of bright, frightened eyes. Erik realizes the cub has followed him across the ocean.
Don't worry. Hello there, little one.
Erik knows he cannot let the cub be taken to a zoo.
We'll do it.
He begins to prepare his boat for a secret voyage. In the shadows, the cub watches him with curious eyes. Suddenly, a harbor patrol light sweeps across the deck. Erik quickly hides the cub under a pile of heavy nets. A police officer walks by, his boots clicking on the pier. The heartbeat of the hidden cub is fast and loud. The patrol moves on, leaving the harbor in silence. Erik starts the engine, a low rumble in the night. They slip away from the docks before the sun rises. Out at sea, the cub finally comes out of hiding. Erik shares his meal with his new silent partner. They are no longer fisherman and beast, but friends. The expedition moves toward the untouched north. A new legend of the Arctic is about to be written.